Are you all ready to go?
I'm nervous.
Don't be nervous. We're ready to go. We're on. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Mike and Gabby Show. I'm Mike. This is Gabby. Our chat box isn't visible. Brilliant. What a great start to season 2. So I'm Mike.
Lovely stuff.
This is Gab. And
Hi, everyone.
We are the owners and presidents, co-presidents. I'm more of a junior vice president of the Mike and Gabby Show. And we're very excited today to have a guest who, it wasn't really much of a surprise before, but they've already given us an enormous raid. So welcome everybody that's come over from Glitch's raid. And
if you want to catch any previous episodes, they're all on our YouTube channel as well, just to throw that in there before we welcome them.
Drum roll, please, Gab.
The weakest of drum rolls.
Highly professional, though, on the Mike and Gabby Show. It's GlitchKraft! Hi, Glitch!
Yay!
Welcome.
Hello,
How are you doing?
Every
so
time.
much for having me. Hi.
Oh, it's our pleasure. And I've got to say, just to start with, I'm not used to being in a situation where I've got the worst hair. I'm usually quite proud of, what goes on. It's definitely... You two have definitely got me beat. I think I'm definitely in third place. Yours is amazing at the moment, Glitch.
I dyed it yesterday and it came out a little bit toxic. That's all the toxicity I have, so this is good.
I love it. I think I prefer it to the blue, and I really liked the blue.
Oh, shit.
But
damn.
it looks so good as well. And you've got the little gradient with the yellow tips. I'm all for it.
Thank you.
I'm all for the crazy colours.
It looks amazing, and you glow in the dark now. I've seen.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's absolutely so bright. It's so bright. Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming on. We know that you've already been streaming today, so you've already been live for a couple of hours. So appreciate very much you continuing to be on camera for at least another hour or so.
Of course.
Tell us about what you're going to be playing today, because you've got a new game for us that we've never seen before.
Oh yeah, so this game, I actually played it on stream a few months back. I think it was about a year ago. It's called Donut County, and it is a very, very cute game. The gameplay looks a little bit like Katamari games. I don't know if you played those. In the Katamari games, you have to roll up stuff, right? You have this ball and it's sticky, and you have to roll up stuff to make the ball go bigger.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Donut County, it is kind of similar. Instead, there's a hole in the floor, and it eats up stuff, and the hole gets bigger and bigger, and you can eat up the whole.
Oh, I've had a mobile game like that.
Yeah, I've seen
played
that.
a mobile game like that.
It's really, really cute, and I thought it's something that we can play in the back because it's very, very chill and it doesn't ask a lot of attention from me. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, we'll switch over to it. You are a little bit quiet, Glitch, so I'm going to just quickly turn you up on my end, which should hopefully fix it.
Okay.
Just a little bit quiet on Discord, but I'll switch over.
It's good.
Exactly. So I'll switch over to the game, and you can give us a little intro because I think we're on the starting screen. Let's go and take a look at Donut County.
I need to start a new game. Boop.
Yeah, we
I've
all
heard
are.
a lot of good things about this.
Whoops.
You're on the
Wrong thing. I spoiled the game. Whoops.
What did you do?
There was nothing. Very professional here on Mike and Gabby Show. So we've been playing Glitch. We've been playing a game called Biscuit Wars on the stream.
Oh, shit.
And previously, we were playing here. Let me turn the background music off so we can hear the game better.
I don't know if you want the game sounds or not, but I can tune it, like make it softer, make it louder, whatever you want.
The game sounds are good. I think maybe it needs to be a little bit quieter because it's a tiny bit louder than you.
In that case, we take it down a bit. Let's just put it halfway.
That should be okay. Yeah, that'll be fine.
Yeah, so we've been playing a thing called Biscuit Wars Glitch, where people rate biscuits into tiers. But obviously, with you being in the Netherlands, most of our biscuits I don't think you have. So we've got a custom game for you, but that's a bit later on. For now,
Ooh,
tell us about Mira's house.
tell us about Mira's house. So Mira's house is, I guess it's the house where the main character lives. And this is Mira with her dog. I don't remember the name of the dog. We were texting a lot with our boss, and he's often yelling at us. We can reply with ducks.
Your boss is also a raccoon.
Or
is it Tom Nook?
Another reply. I'm dead. I've died. Please have some respect. No. He wants me to come into work. This is always happening. And we're like, no, we don't. Why are you dead? The honking man woke me up again. It doesn't make any sense, this whole game.
Glitch is still a little quiet. Okay.
I'm still a little quiet. Oh shit. Because I'm talking loud. I can try. Can I boost myself?
Maybe. I've put you up to 170% in Discord, so if people still can't hear you, then if you've got the ability to turn it up, then that would be cool.
I don't have the ability. I can just like yell.
Whack them up to 200%.
Yeah. Okay. We'll do you the honor of 200% volume.
I can try to move, like the mic closer to my face. Is this better for you, chat? Is this better?
I mean, you sound fine to me, but it's if chat can't hear you, then it's not much of an interview.
Is this better?
I think that's better.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many? My chat knows this. How many Sega games do we need to put under my mic? Because this is my mic stand.
This is your mic stand. I love it.
So how many games do you think we need? I think we need about 6.
It looks like you need double what you've got. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay.
But which Sega games will you choose?
This one. I've never played this, I think. This one, Global Gladiators, sponsored by McDonald's.
Oh,
amazing.
Boo. Yeah,
Pretty
okay.
fun game, to be honest. And this is actually one of my favorites. Telmit's Adventure.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Very, 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 very cute game. Okay, let's see if this is better.
I love your top, by the way, Glitch. I'm a massive Stranger Things fan.
Yeah, me too. Is this better, chat, for you? It's like literally in my face now, so I think we should be better.
It sounds good to me, for sure.
Sounds good to you?
Much better, yes, that's better. Yeah, seems like it's all good.
Okay, nice.
The only small
I've got a
thing...
pile of games in front of me. Better. Okay.
There we go.
Okay, that's
Thank you, chat, for your feedback.
Yes, thank you, absolutely. Okay, I'm just gonna scroll through this conversation with my boss and get to work, because work is the donut shop, and basically, what the fuck am I doing? Sorry, am I allowed to curse?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Basically, I work at a donut shop, and everybody who orders a donut gets, instead of a donut, they get a hole. And that's kind of where my boss is.
What kind of donut shop is this?
He's sending people holes instead of donuts. And I mean, basically, we're making the whole village disappear, and my boss is behind this. But actually, we're doing this. To be honest, I don't understand the story. I'm just here for the donuts and the whole.
Amen to that. I don't understand the story. I'm just here for the donuts. That is
I know.
Words to live by from GlitchKraft.
Getting some tennis balls in there, and I guess
You have to mess this guy up. Yeah.
We might get him soon. I think I need to get everything before we can eat this guy. Let's go.
Wow.
Nice.
Look at that.
Let's go.
So this is like it's going to be so satisfying to watch.
So this is a really adorable looking and sounding game. Kind of almost looks like a kid's game where you basically plummet innocent people to hell is essentially what's happening.
Yeah.
I love it. I like it.
And during your playthrough, you actually you're rolling off people's houses, but also their characters, and they end up like inside the earth. And there's also scenes in the game where you just see that they've made like a campfire, and they made like a temporary camp inside the earth.
Oh.
And they're just like,
that's so sweet.
My whole house is gone. Everything is gone. And and then eventually the boss ends up there as well, and they have like a few meaningful conversations, and then the boss decides to give everyone their stuff back and have an actual donut shop.
I see. I mean, spoilers for anyone that's planning on playing.
Oh, sorry.
No. It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't seem like the story. It's not. It doesn't seem like it's a really intricately weaved story. So I think.
No, it's not.
I think you're good.
It's just chill and making stuff fall.
This is going to be a lot of fun to watch. That's for sure.
Yeah. I'm also intrigued by these texting scenes because
it's really funny.
If I ever texted my boss like I'm not coming into work, I'm dead.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think she'd be buying it.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
I definitely wouldn't get away with it like this main character is.
Oh yeah, he has a drone, and the drone is broken, and I think we need to fix the drone. I don't remember what we did with this drone. Oh, I smashed up his quadcopter. Okay, maybe I did it. I don't know. But...
And your boss is literally just a raccoon. I thought he would at least be a raccoon in a suit or or something.
Raccoon. I think he's wearing like
an evil raccoon.
Yeah, it's just a raccoon.
I like the art style. It's nice.
Entire town. Look, this is 999 feet below Donut County. This is where they live now. And here this is all the people from the village, and they're just pointing at blaming my boss, BK. I don't know what BK stands for. I think it's probably some clever joke.
I like the Dorito fire. That's cool.
It's a beautiful Dorito fire. This is true. Yeah.
It's a nice art style.
It's really cool.
So, should we roll right in with this? So we normally
we'll let you play the game, Glitch, and we'll start firing things at you.
Around with the game,
yeah.
And we'll talk.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Go on then, Gab.
So we normally ask everyone at the beginning just to give us a potted history of yourself, some cool things you might have done or whatever. Just a quick one.
And we usually start at birth. So as far back as you can go.
There was apparently a day that I was birthed by my mom, and it happened in a hospital. If anyone wants to know.
Very traditional.
And yeah, I don't know how the birth went, so I cannot give you any details on that. Anyways, I lived in the north of the Netherlands for a long time. But I moved around quite a lot as well. I lived in Norway as well. My parents moved there like shortly after my birth. My parents were a creative couple. My dad is, I guess, how do you call that in English? He builds houses and stuff. Carpenter? I don't know, but together they built a lot of boats.
Oh, okay.
All right.
And my mom is a welder and a sculptor.
Oh, cool!
So,
wow.
They built a lot of awesome stuff, and eventually we built our own boats where we lived. I grew up on a boat without internet, without running water, without a heating system, without a shower, without any fucking thing. This was not easy. This was not easy. It's not my whole youth though. This was I lived on a boat when I was like super young. Then we lived in a house for a long while, and then I think at 13 to 18 I lived on another boat when we didn't have any resources. And as a teenager, it was not fun. I was not happy with that at all. I couldn't play my Sega. I couldn't watch any movies when I wanted.
You couldn't shower.
I needed to go to my grandparents to get a shower, stuff like that. It was weird. But it also made me really like. What is the word? Sometimes with Dutch, I don't know the right word in English, but it makes you really appreciate the things that we have, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like internet and just lights that's not candles and heating, like So it makes you appreciate the little things. So I think it gave me some stuff that
And that's also in the Netherlands, presumably, or Norway.
Yeah.
So it's not like you were in, the south of Spain on a boat where it would,
No.
where, I imagine that you have other challenges as well living on a boat in that sort of place too.
Yeah. There's a lot of challenges, but it's also a lot of fun because you can just go outside your door and swim. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, friends of mine loved it when they visited me, because it's just different, just a bunch of hippies in the middle of nowhere on the boat. Yeah.
I guess
That was us.
I guess it's one of those. I guess it's probably. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I imagine it's one of those things that at the time you hated it, but looking back, you really It's kind of cool, isn't it? I mean, it's a cool story to tell as an adult, but as a 14-year-old, you must be like, this is awful.
Yeah, when we moved there first, I was like, no, I don't like this at all. But when I turned like 16, 17, I started like making some friends, and we were all like in the alternative scene, I guess. And then it was kind of cool living this way. So I could kind of like, this is actually pretty cool. It's not that bad, actually. Yeah.
So
but I'm glad with everything I have now.
So if you couldn't watch movies or play your Sega, what did you do? Like,
we played a lot of card
things?
games. I played Solitaire a shit ton. We played cards. We played Monopoly.
Gab loves a bit of Monopoly.
I really do love Monopoly.
We did a lot of like art stuff. Yeah.
Well, you are very artistic. We'll come on to that a little bit later. I was looking at your custom shoe Instagram page, which I didn't realize you had until today. That was the first time I'd seen it.
Yeah. It's I've always liked being artistic. I'm not always like very good because I noticed that I need to put a lot of time and effort into doing stuff before it actually looks somewhat okay. But I just really like doing stuff with my hands. So I've been like in my life I've painted a lot. I've done sculpting. And one of the things that I did recently, it was more like a project to kind of release from stress.
Mm-hmm.
Is customizing shoes. So yeah, I just get like a blank pair of shoes, and sometimes I just do it with markers. I just draw stuff on them and sell them, or with paint. It's just a lot of fun, and people really love customized shoes. So there's actually money from it. So but I haven't done it in a while because streaming is so awesome. I have a few pair of shoes waiting for me to tackle them, but I just don't.
Do you do like commissions as well? Like, do people approach you and ask you for designs, or is that something you would do?
I have done some. Not a lot though. Not a lot. I mean, I'm always so busy that I find it really hard to like take time for stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But technically, I have done that. Yeah.
Well, there's a link in the chat now to Glitch's Instagram with the custom, because like I said, I'd never seen them before today. I didn't realize that was something you did, and they're so cool. Like, they're really well done. So even if you might not think that you're very artistic or that it takes you tons of practice, it doesn't show. So if anybody's interested, do go and check out among other things. We weren't sure if it was you, Glitch, because it's called xglitch.bitch.customs. It didn't seem like you.
So I play roller derby, and Glitch Bitch used to be my roller derby name.
Oh, okay.
Now, a few years later, I dropped the bitch part. The diva pair are dope. Nice. I dropped the bitch part, but I kept the same name for the custom shoes because it's kind of badass. But
yeah, it's cool. Franchise has asked, have you got a favorite pair that you've customized?
Have I got a favorite pair? I think my favorite one is actually not the most like intricate one. It is the Filas, the white Filas with the black lines, and they look like they're sketched. They look like they're like.
I like those ones too. I saw them earlier.
Yeah.
Mm.
Those also sold really well. The Rebel, you love it. Nice. I also really like the Punisher one. I thought it was.
The Punisher one is really cool.
Yeah.
And
have you still got them, Glitch? Have they been sold?
The Punisher one. Actually,
Might
I
be interested.
still have it, but it's a large size.
Oh.
And I started 2 projects, but I got into it way over my head. It was just too difficult for me. I started making a pair for Steven Universe and Dragon Ball Z, but it's just too difficult for me. I don't have like a steady hand. When I grew up, I wanted to be a tattoo artist, but I don't have the steady hand for this. And you have like a tiny pencil.
Yeah.
No pencil.
Paintbrush.
Paintbrush, like tiny, and only the slightest mismovement, you fuck it up. So yeah, I should finish them eventually, but
Yeah.
it's not happening anytime soon. Anyways, yeah.
Clay Players said, do you do any art streams? But I guess you don't, based on what you just said.
I don't. I haven't made a custom pair of shoes in a year. This is so I used to have my own shop. I guess we would talk about this. I don't know.
Yes, definitely.
I used to have my own pop culture shop, and it was just me. It was a brick and mortar shop where I sold like merchandise for video games and movies, and most of the stuff is just retro stuff. And I would have places where you can sit and chill and play retro games and have a drink while you're at it. But the shop wasn't doing super great because it was at a spot that no one could find. It was terrible.
Oh,
it was
that's
very well hidden. The location was super beautiful, but no one could find it. So I had a lot of time for myself, and this is when I would do like crazy projects and making cosplay stuff and making shoes. But I guess like a year ago, I decided to like close the physical shop, and I still have the web shop as of now, and start streaming. So that's why streaming is taking up all of my time, to be honest.
I mean, it's kind of the perfect time to stream at the moment, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
It was a good moment to start doing this. Yeah, this is true.
I've also put a link in the
sounds
chat
cool.
to... Sorry, Gab. Sorry.
Oh,
I just
no,
was
go
saying,
on.
I put a link in the chat to Glitch's web shop, bitropolis.nl. It's very cool and has some really cool sort of comic art of you as well, Glitch.
Yeah, that's true. One of my friends is he's a game designer, and I asked him to like make a cartoon version of me, and he made that thing.
It's very cool.
And, yeah,
It is, yeah. And it sounds, I used to live in Cornwall, which is quite a small, the town I lived in, Falmouth, was really small, but we used to have a thing called 8-Bit, which was a bar, and they had all these retro games that you could play and have drinks. So it sounds like the kind of place I'd love to hang out in.
Yeah.
When did you start that shop? What inspired you to start it?
What inspired me? So I prior to starting that, I have been working in retail for 16 years. I was working at first it was a movie and CD shop, and I got like I didn't study, like I dropped out of school because school is stupid. It's not stupid. Go to school. School wasn't for me.
Yeah.
And I started working at the record store, and I got into the manager position eventually. Did that for a bunch of years. Then I moved to a game shop because gaming is like more my interest, I would say. I mean, I love movies and I love music, but gaming is even more so the direction I would want to go. Did that for a few years, and eventually I got so sick and tired of the stress that came with it, with the big releases, and it was super stressful. Like when a Call of Duty or FIFA would release, we would have like nightly releases with hundreds of people waiting outside the door.
Yeah.
And it was so stressful. And when like you don't get enough stock, people would like seriously haunt you. They would be so mad at you that eventually I was like, okay, I've had it up till here. People don't respect me. I want to see what else there is in the world. And I actually worked for a year as an office manager somewhere, just to see like what's happening behind the scenes of a company, like not just retail where you have non-stop contact with the customer, but I wanted to see like what else is there. So I worked as an office manager, and I really did not like it. And I was talking to my sister, and my sister was like, but what would you like? I was like, well, I would like just to have my own shop. That's always been sort of my dream, because when you work like in a big retail company, there's so many rules that you need to like listen to, and you might have good ideas, but they don't listen to you.
Yeah.
And when I was working, at some point I worked in Amsterdam in this game shop back in the day, and I noticed that merchandise was going really good in this game shop. So t-shirts, amiibos, Funko Pop figures, stuff like that. And I noticed that was doing so good, and I was looking like the town where I'm living, there's no shop that sells that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So then I was like, hey. And my sister said, why don't you open your own shop? And I was like, nah, I cannot do that. I don't know how to fucking do that. And she was like, but don't you? Because you've been a manager for a long time. You know office management, so you know kind of what's behind a company. So I started to research like what do I need to start my own company? And it started with like a business plan, where you of course think about the product, think about the people that you need to reach, think about the financial side, how much money do you need, how do you call companies that give you the stock, that sell you the stock?
Like
wholesalers or distributors. Yeah.
Like how do you get in touch with them? So I started like, okay, maybe I should just make a business plan and then see what comes out of it, like how much money do I need, and then maybe see can I get that money. So I made this plan, and there was an X amount of money that I was like, okay, I think I need this. My numbers say that I need this amount of money. And I had family that was like, yo, we love you, we want to support you, maybe we can help you. And then I thought, okay, but I'm not gonna like bamboozle you and get a lot of money and then fuck it up. So I went to the bank with my business plan to see like if the bank would think my plan is good, and if they would lend me money, then I know my plan is good.
Right.
And then I actually like accept money from my family. So that's what I did, and the bank said yes. And I said no. But I said yes to my family, and then I started my shop. Unfortunately, it never really grew to something that it could have been, but it was still an amazing experience, and I'm very happy that I did do it.
I think starting your own company is one of the bravest things that you can do. Really, I really do. I've known a lot of people that have been entrepreneurs and have started their own sort of proper companies. I mean, I've got my own limited company, but it's not the same as actually creating a physical brick and mortar business. It's such a commitment, and it's quite risky. So good for you. Well, I mean, what an experience. It was risky when I
started. I knew it was like, this is not the time to start your company, and it's gonna be freaking hard. And I also knew that it would take like 3 to 4 years to actually make a brick and mortar shop profitable, because that's just how long it takes.
Right.
So I knew what I was in for, but after like 2.5 years, I had some like very unfortunate stuff happen to my shop. I had a very, very bad leakage in my shop, it was the cesspit, how do you call it?
Yes.
Underneath the floor. This thing was 500 years old.
Oh dear.
It collapsed.
That's bad.
And it flooded my whole shop, and everything was literally covered in shit.
Yeah, that sounds horrendous.
And that on top with people not finding the shop, it was very, very difficult to get back and reopen. I did reopen, but it took me a long time to get everything fixed and change my stock, and it was terrible. It was absolutely terrible.
Gosh.
But I reopened, but I already reopened like I already knew like people cannot find this location. I need to move to another spot, but I was not able to get out of the rent
the lease. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I already reopened with a feeling like it's not gonna work here, but I had to reopen because of this lease. So yeah, I did reopen after all of the trouble, but after some more months, I was like, nah, it's not gonna happen here, so I might as well just close.
And I guess COVID hasn't helped.
COVID hasn't helped, but to be honest, I closed my shop like a few weeks before COVID. I guess like 2 weeks before COVID happened.
What timing?
Yeah.
Good timing, yeah. So yeah, but and I just decided to continue with the web shop, and eventually the goal was to reopen my shop at another location, but I just fell in love with streaming.
Yeah.
So moving on to streaming just for a minute, because we do want to talk about. I want to know why you're called GlitchKraft for a start, but also, so when did you start streaming then?
I started streaming in October 2019.
Okay.
And this was actually when this big leakage in my shop happened, and I was like bound to home because they were fixing. This took weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were fixing my shop, I was getting back into World of Warcraft. I've played that for many years, and I think like WoW Classic was just released, and I was like, I was watching some streams of my own. And I was like, I could maybe stream this, and then I bought like a camera and a headset, and I thought like, okay, let's give this a try. But I mean, no one wants to watch a newbie streamer play random World of Warcraft. They have no idea how they even need to stream. It wasn't really a good game to start off streaming with.
I suppose it's quite saturated, isn't it, for a
beginner?
But
I mean, I had absolutely no idea. This was just like I can be very impulsive with my things, and I was just like, okay, let's just give this a try, and didn't really think stuff through. But then I kind of discovered like, hey, what kind of games do people want to see, and what kind of games do I enjoy besides World of Warcraft, and yeah, that's kind of how I continued.
And that was how.
It's been...
Sorry, go on. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say like it's been a lot of fun. I'm happy I took that gamble, but back then it was like nothing serious. I was just like until my look, my hole is on fire.
Oh.
Well, it is Friday evening, so you know.
I mean, this was just to wait until my shop could reopen, but then my shop reopened and I was like, I really want to stream some more, to be honest. I actually started streaming from my shop as well.
Oh really?
But,
Oh really?
Yeah. I thought like, hey, can't I make that into a thing? But no, it was not really a good thing. I didn't get like many customers, but yeah, it's just awkward when you do get a customer and you're streaming.
Yeah, it's probably not the best way to be. That's really cool. So why did you choose GlitchKraft? Where did the name come from?
So I've been called Glitch for roller derby for a while, and I was just I really like glitch artwork.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that I'm interested in. Like, I'm not making this kind of artwork myself, but I just really like that style.
Mm-hmm.
And already having that derby name, I was like, okay, I need something with glitch. So I was just looking at like word puns, I guess, and I ended up with like witchcraft, glitchcraft. And it sounds kind of funny. Let's put a K there, so we might make it kind of, I guess, European or something. Make it a bit edgy. I don't know. So yeah, that's how I ended up with GlitchKraft, and I really like it, to be honest.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's a good name.
It's cool, and you've built a really cool brand around it as well. Because I love all of your scene transitions, and the kind of newish starting soon that you've got that zooms around the arcade. is really cool too.
That's cool. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. I'm very happy with that. I try to just look at other streams and look like, okay, so they're if you were serious, like I'm looking at my big streamers, the bigger streamers that I watch, and I like, okay, so they do this and this and this. So if I at least want to be proper, I need this and this and this. So that's like my minimum bar of doing stuff. So yeah, I try to take it seriously, you know?
Yeah.
I see it as a business, to be honest.
Yeah, well, that was something
I think
else.
that's a good way to see it.
There was something else we were going to ask you, I think, was about your kind of goals for Twitch, because you're certainly doing incredibly. I mean, we don't have to talk statistics if you don't want to talk about specific ones, but your viewer numbers are incredible. Obviously, completely well deserved. I absolutely love lurking in your streams, especially. The vibe is amazing, and you seem to be growing really well. So is partner is that the goal? Twitch partner?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. That's the goal. I really fell in love with this I want to say profession. I mean, it's not officially a profession yet, but I really fell in love with streaming, and I really want this to become a thing for me. So yeah, right now I'm at a point where I financially can cover my bills, so this is great. I would like, of course, to have it grow a bit more, but yeah, it's going really well, and that is my goal, to eventually go bigger. I don't need to have like thousands of viewers. That's not my goal, but like a few hundreds will be nice eventually.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I mean, if you want it to be kind of your career, it needs to be sustainable, doesn't it? That's the thing. Yeah.
Absolutely. But, I mean, I've already had so many years of not really making any money in my previous thing. But I think it can be absolutely doable. It just needs time and a lot of work and dedication, I think.
Yeah, like anything, you need to work at it, but it also helps that you're incredibly good at it, and other people recognize it too, because you get some brilliant raids. And I was going to mention, but Clayplays mentioned in the chat that you got a huge raid of 1,600 or so the other day.
It was last Tuesday, I think. I think it was like 1,500. And it was actually a streamer that I never heard of, but a lot of people are a big fan of her. She's called Dex Bonus. But everyone's calling her Doog, but I don't know why they're calling her that. But apparently she's really big, and she raided me. And it was just amazing. And like 2 weeks ago, I got another raid that was also like 700, I think, people, and it's just crazy.
I was lurking for one. Oh, sorry, Gab. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, how do you handle that? Because obviously, that's a big number of people to come in. Like, was it overwhelming or?
It is weird. I had my first big raid, May 2020. This was 950 people, and back then I was a little bit blown away, and I cursed a lot.
That was what I was about to talk about, because I was there for that.
But no, I mean, what I try to do with my stream is just be honest and be me, and not put on like a charade. I mean, sometimes I watch another stream and people can like, you can tell that they're kind of like playing a certain role.
Right.
And I try to not do that. So also with this raid, I just respond like how it comes naturally to me, because I think it's important to stay close to myself.
Yeah.
And that's just what I do. So I just talk about, I don't know, stuff that we do here, and we'll see if people like it, and if they don't like it, I mean, then it's not their stream that happens.
Right.
But
I think yeah. Being yourself is definitely the key. I was talking about this to somebody the other day. Trying to putting on excitement or putting on a persona is definitely not the right way to do it, because the thing is that you stream so much. All of us do. Like all three of us stream like 4 or 5 times a week at least. You can't keep up an act for that long. because eventually it will slip and everybody will realize that that isn't really who you are, and
that would be exhausting.
It would be exhausting for sure.
I think there are some streamers and YouTubers that do have a persona, and that's their whole thing, that it kind of works. But if you kind of do half a persona, half real you, then I feel like that would get confusing. But I guess it is hard, right? When you first turn on a camera, when you've never streamed before, you feel like, yo guys, what's happening? Like, you feel like you have to be 150% all the time. But now I feel like when I watch you glitch, it's nice because it's kind of casual, and I have you on when I'm working, and it's nice to have, you know, it's not too much that I can't focus on my work at the same time. That's
what I try. Like, I try to just be chill and let people have like their let me like not be distracting and ragey and whatever. I mean, sometimes I rage, but
you're not very ragey.
What'd you say?
You're not very ragey, really.
Not?
No, I don't think so.
No.
You're very calm. Even when things are frustrating, you still stay pretty calm. I mean,
with Among Us or
I
mean, that's kind of ragey.
Among Us is different though, because with Among Us you kind of have to lie. So I think most people will get a little bit flustered at some point. But like, I watched you play a little bit of Overcooked, and even on Overcooked you didn't get that ragey. Whereas some people get crazy ragey, not naming any names. Gab.
Some people get very angry at Overcooked.
Yeah.
To be fair though, I've worked in restaurants a lot of my life, so when I play Overcooked, it takes me back to being in a real life restaurant, and it's hard to differentiate between them.
Overcooked rage is real. Like the rage that you can feel is totally real, and it's
the stress.
And chat have mentioned it's where I don't know if you would consider it to be your most famous clip, but your "We Need Cheese" has pretty much become a thing now.
It's terrible. Yeah, that was the first time I played Overcooked, and we just needed some cheese, and no one was paying attention, and I was just trying to get their attention, and I yelled, and eventually that's now its own thing.
But even
it's funny. It's funny.
Yeah, even with that, you didn't seem like you.
Something different.
Even with that, it didn't seem like you were yelling. You just went, "We need cheese." It was so nicely said. It didn't seem ragey at all. This is what I mean.
Yeah, but I mean, when I yell, I mean, I was definitely yelling that. So when I yell, I feel like I'm raging because I'm a very quiet person naturally. But so for me, it feels like I'm like totally out of my comfort zone, yelling really loud.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No,
I've been there.
It's definitely not rage.
Okay.
I don't think.
Sometimes you just need cheese, especially in that game.
It's true.
Yeah, it's perfect because I'm Dutch and we have a lot of cheese. I mean, known for cheese, so people automatically think that it's because of being Dutch, but it's just came from the game. It has nothing to do with my country.
Well, you do have some good cheese, or should I say, you do have some Gouda cheese.
Gouda. It's called Gouda.
Oh, come on, let me have my joke. Jeez.
Gouda. Come on.
Gouda. Okay, gotcha. I should have got you to teach me to say that on your stream with your channel point redemption.
Yeah.
Should have done that.
Yeah, we have a few redeems on my chat. We have a redeem for talking Dutch for a minute. This is extremely abused when we get like a raid and people would put like 5 minutes of talking Dutch for a minute, and then these new people, they come into your stream and I'm just talking Dutch and they're like, what the fuck? And there's also redeems where I teach my chat like random phrases that they wanna learn.
Yeah, I redeemed one.
I bet you get all sorts of phrases with that redemption.
Yeah, I'm surprised that it's not been very like I was afraid it's gonna be only like curse words and stuff, but we haven't had any. So
oh wow, I'm surprised.
It's pretty decent.
I had an Italian friend at uni, and she said to me, all you English people want to know is swear words in Italian, and you're not interested in any other word.
I guess it's true. Shall we eat the dog?
Yeah, eat the
I
dog.
suppose
That kind of looks a little bit like Grunt, Gab.
the dog's joining like a county in the earth, so it's fine. I'll approve eating the dog.
Is that Grunt? It does look a lot like Grunt.
It looks like a Frenchie. It looks like Grunt if his ears stuck up.
Oh,
Gone out.
is it a French bulldog? Oh,
He's gone now. Grunt's gone now. I think it was a Frenchie. We kind of went on a massive tangent, but we were talking about your life, a potted history. But we kind of missed. So obviously you lived in boats till you were 18, and then you had some jobs, and then so you started streaming when you had your shop. Shut it just before coronavirus. So then have you just been streaming since then?
Yeah. I've had like some jobs on the side. I worked as a bookkeeper for a certain company, but the company closed. And today is actually my last work day.
Oh.
So, as of today, I am officially out of a job, but I mean, I have Twitch, so I'm not really out of a job.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I've done some stuff here and there. I cat sit a lot, so I have a lot of cats that I look after, and they pay me good money. There's
That's
a website here in the Netherlands that we have for cat sitting. It's like Airbnb, but with pets. So you can just like make a profile, like, hey, I'm a cat sitter. I offer this and this and this. I love cats because blah blah blah, and then people can just book you. And I'm doing pretty good on that website, so I have like pretty high rates.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun looking after these cats.
I love that. Yeah, and I love your cat posts on Instagram. And also, you have at least one cat, right? You have Jonesy.
I have 3 cats.
Oh, is it 3?
Yeah. One of them is sleeping here next to me. He might wake up soon. Oh, actually, really? I point at him and he wakes up.
You summoned him.
My chat knows that when he wakes up, he wants pets. This is also a thing. He wants love.
Jonesy.
So that's Jonesy, right?
This is Jonesy. Yeah, this is the favorite. The favorite. This is the one that we have the emote from.
Yes.
And he's when he's waking up, he wants a lot of love. He's super cuddly.
And Jonesy must be named after the cat from Alien, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. He's best boy.
He's awesome.
I have 2 other cats, but one of them is she cannot really handle like affection. So she doesn't like to be petted really. And then there's my old baby. She's almost 18.
Oh wow.
And she's just very old and not very
Yeah, that's old for a cat.
She just sleeps all day, but she's still healthy. Can we make him purr into the mic? Buddy, no, he doesn't want to.
Oh.
Well, not interested.
I think we'll play the game right now, though.
Well, while you're with Jonesy, instead of playing the game, maybe we could move over to the game that we've set up for you. It's a little bit earlier than we would normally do it, but that we could move over to the custom GlitchKraft game that we've set up for you.
Do it.
Okay, there isn't like a big stinger or an intro or anything because we've made it just for you, but it's based on your love of point and click, old school sort of point and click adventure games, which I know you've really got into recently. We kind of threw it together a little bit at the end, so just bear with us. But
that is cool. Yeah.
So
good.
We're calling it the GlitchKraft Point and Click World Cup. So what I've decided is, I know that there's a lot of games that you love, and there's a lot of point and clicks that you've completed on. All of the games that are in this are ones that you've completed on stream, so there won't be any surprises. And I just want to find out what your favourite one is.
Yeah. Oh God.
Have you got the stream up? Can you see it? Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, I should just quickly say hi to everybody in chat who's followed and hosted us today. There is a little message that comes up in chat that apologises that we can't always say thank you to everybody individually, because we obviously don't want to break up the chat with our esteemed guests. But thank you everybody for following and for hosting. We really appreciate it. So,
how you doing, buddy?
So while Jonesy's distracting you, first up in GlitchKraft Point and Click World Cup, we've got Monkey Island 1 versus Pajama Sam 2.
Yeah.
Tough.
Oh, I need to choose a winner?
Yeah, so we're going to have a winner for each
them.
round, and they will advance, and we're going to eventually choose an ultimate GlitchKraft point-and-click winner.
Okay, out of these two, it's definitely Monkey Island.
Yeah. Why?
Monkey Island.
Tell us why.
Because it is just like a very legendary game on its own. LucasArts is a great studio. I thought the puzzles were super fun. There's a lot of good jokes in there. I mean, Pajama Sam, it's for kids, right?
Yeah, it kind of is. It kind of is.
That was more of a kind of a filler game. It's still quite funny, but yeah, it's Monkey Island.
I've never played. Yeah. I've never played Pajama Sam, but I looked it up in preparation for the stream, and it does look very cute. Isn't it about a kid who's is he afraid of the dark?
He's afraid of the dark. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. In the second part, he's afraid of thunder and lightning. And the game is called Thunder and Lightning Aren't So Frightening. So he's gonna find out that thunder and lightning is not exactly frightening. But the first part, there he's afraid of the dark. Yeah.
That's very sweet. Okay, so the second round, or to play Monkey Island 1 in the next round, this is going to be tricky for you, I think, Glitch.
Uh-oh.
Full Throttle and Toonstruck.
Oh no, that's not difficult. Toonstruck. No
really?
doubt.
Oh, I was wondering because Full Throttle. The reason I was wondering is because I think Full Throttle is considered to be a real classic. But I watched you play quite a lot of Toonstruck, and I know how much you enjoyed it. You seem to really love it.
No doubt. Toonstruck was so amazing. I loved the animation. The story was super funny. Great actors. And yeah, it was just great.
Yeah.
And Full Throttle was pretty good as well. Full Throttle was in the line of LucasArts games. It was pretty different from the other point-and-click games because you had to do like a lot of different, like for instance, you were driving your motorcycle, which is in the other games you've never seen such a thing, and do like games with that. Like you had to compete with other bikers and make them crash and stuff. And in the other points, you don't have that sort of like thrill, I would say. But I just want to say, growing up, I never had a PC, so I never played these point-and-click games. But my boyfriend is a very, very big LucasArts fan, and me streaming, I was like, okay, this might be a good moment to play them myself. So even though they're classics, I never played them when I grew up. I just played them like last year for the first time.
Yeah, because Gabs, I think Gab, you've never really played these point and clicks, have you? Whereas I've been playing them since I was about 13. So, Glitch, you're sort of somewhere in between Gab and I, where you kind of know a lot about them, but you've only come to them sort of fairly recently.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, another one that I really enjoyed watching you play, Sam and Max Hit the Road.
Ooh,
against Dropsy. Now, Dropsy is another one that I've never played, and it looks like a really surreal game where you play as a weird clown that hugs people.
Yeah. Sorry, he was standing on my keyboard and stuff. Dropsy versus Sam and Max. I'm gonna say Sam and Max. This is for me. It's a difficult choice because Dropsy is not retro at all, and the other games are all retro, of course. I'm gonna say Sam and Max because it was super funny, and Dropsy had quite a low pace. Like there was not any. I didn't feel like a big excitement for when I solved a certain puzzle or when the story took a certain turn or something.
Yeah.
It was quite cute. It was quite cute and disturbing.
It did look a bit disturbing. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I thought that you would choose that. Okay, here's another two big classics for you then, Glitch. Day of the Tentacle.
Yeah.
Versus Discworld.
That's super easy.
Yep.
Day of the Tentacle, because Discworld is absolute shit.
Oh. Controversy!
Hang on. The story is great. The voice actors are super awesome.
Yeah.
But puzzles are not doable. The
Yeah.
puzzles are so not solvable.
Discworld's
I
hard.
had to have a guide next to my stream, and I had to do it with the guide because it doesn't make any sense. They
Yeah.
put all of the money towards the story and the designs and the voice acting, and they put $0 into the puzzles.
Yeah, I remember trying to play Discworld when I was a kid, and I gave up really early, really early, because I just had no idea. And I'd been playing point and clicks for years at that point, and I had no idea what was going on. So yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so next up is Monkey Island 2 against Pajama Sam 1. So it's a reverse of the first round.
I'm gonna go with Monkey Island just because it's Monkey Island. It's just it's just the same reason.
Yeah,
The
Monkey
Pajama
Island are my
Sam,
favorites.
They're fun, but they're only like 1 hour long, and then you're through. It's not really anything.
Yeah, I sort of vaguely chose. I kind of vaguely seeded the groups. The so there's like one that I thought you would choose versus one that I wasn't sure, so that you don't get big ones knocked out early. I kind of wanted to get the big ones through. So I've sort of chosen them deliberately in order.
I understand. Yeah.
As you'll see next by Grim Fandango against Legend of Kyrandia, which is another. You were playing the second one today on stream.
Legend of Kyrandia is not my kind of game. Oh my god.
It doesn't seem. It didn't seem like you were loving it today when I was watching you.
I wasn't loving it at all. No. Hell no. It looked alright. That's about the only thing that the game has for it. The puzzles kind of made sense, but just the maps that this game had, they were like unsolvable. You need to actually draw a map yourself to figure out where the fuck you are. And it uses a lot of copy-paste locations.
Oh, that's really annoying.
Forest.
It's so irritating in games that.
The bad voice acting is so bad. It's so bad indeed, Candy. It's so absolutely bad. But yeah, it has copy-paste locations, so you're looking for a certain spot, and then you see the same forest over and over, and you have no idea where the fuck in this forest you are.
Oh, that's yeah.
Grim Fandango was quite difficult. Though,
it is hard.
But I thought it was quite difficult, but I really enjoyed it. It's just a great setting, and yeah, once again, it's LucasArts, so yeah.
Yeah, so Grim Fandango is through. CM3PO has said, are there any Sierra games in this? I'm not sure that Glitch has played that many Sierra games, Steve.
I don't think I played any Sierra games.
Yeah.
I had what's it called? I had the thing gifted, Space Quest.
I had
Quest gifted, but I couldn't get it on my stream because of the resolution was kind of messed up.
Oh, that's frustrating.
I was gonna play it, and then instead I booted Legend of Kyrandia, and that's where I'm still at. So I need to see how I can play Space Quest on my stream, because I didn't get it to work.
Yeah.
But I do want those, yeah.
To be clear, these games have been chosen because Glitch has played them and completed them on stream. So that's why they've been chosen. This isn't me saying these are the best point-and-click games ever. These are specifically ones that Glitch has played. Okay, so Monkey Island 3 against I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream.
Oh, fuck. Sorry. First. Jeez. It's actually, it's not that difficult because Monkey Island 3 was my favorite Monkey Island. So for me that wins, but I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream is such an awesomely disturbing game.
Yeah.
It definitely deserves recognition, but it's gotta be Monkey Island 3.
Yeah.
But I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream is so disturbing.
It does seem like a strange game. I haven't played that one.
Do you want to know the story? Short?
Yeah, give us it in a sentence.
There is a master computer. It's kind of like HAL. You know HAL, right?
Yes. That's where I'm going.
master computer has taken over the world, has taken 5 people hostage, and has been torturing them for a few hundred years, I think. And these people are still alive. They're like in tiny cages, tortured for years. And then the supercomputer makes a game for each human, like catered to their lives and their regrets. And if they complete that game, he sets them free. And so basically, you play these games that this tormented computer has built for them, and these games are like, your worst fear, basically. So there's stories about the Holocaust. There is stories about rape. It is very, very heavy. But the graphics are super good. I think the story is very interesting. But you definitely need a content warning if you're gonna play that. I was very happy that Scum and Villainy were in my chat telling me like, okay, there's gonna be a part to be quite triggering.
Yeah, content warnings.
Because I didn't know that. But yeah, it's a very, very interesting game.
Yeah, it sounds it.
I'm glad I played it, but Monkey Island 3.
Not as lighthearted as Monkey Island 3. Well, the final two, I think I probably already know what's going to happen. But it's Loom against Legend of Kyrandia 2, which is your current retro game.
Oh, Loom was so interesting. I'm gonna go with Loom. Loom was so weird, and I loved what they did with the musical notes. It was so cool. I hoped they would take it further and that it would be longer.
Yeah.
Because I would love to have more variation of the music. And basically, when you find the final note, the game is over, and you don't really get to use it any other way than turning yourself into a swan and fly into the time and space.
I see. Yeah, Loom is cool. Okay, well there we go. We're into the quarterfinals then, and as Not Quite Regular Steve says, we could have an all Monkey Island semi-final.
Yeah.
Monkey Island's doing well.
I was just thinking that. I think Monkey Island's got a good shot here.
Yeah, well, I mean, I have a feeling that Toonstruck could go deep into this tournament. So
this is true.
Yeah, how do you feel about Monkey Island 1 versus Toonstruck then, Glitch?
That is Toonstruck.
Toonstruck again?
Toonstruck. Yeah.
It's moving on.
Yeah.
Monkey Island 1 eliminated. Sam and Max Hit the Road versus Day of the Tentacle is a choice no one wants to make. I wouldn't want to have to make that choice.
It's gonna be Day of the Tentacle, though. It's Day of the Tentacle. Day of the Tentacle was the first point-and-click game that I played.
Oh, was it? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it started with the Day of the Tentacle, and then I went to Grim Fandango. So it's the first one I played. I had no idea how point-and-click games even worked, so it was quite like finding a new way to think. But I loved like the wacky characters and the going back in time with the founding fathers and the wooden teeth, and it was so funny. Yeah, it's gotta be the Day of the Tentacle for me. Yeah.
Good choice. Okay, now will it be? Are you going to go all Monkey Islands in the semi-final? What do you think of Monkey Island 2 against Grim Fandango?
This is difficult.
Yeah.
This one is difficult because I enjoy the designs of Grim Fandango a lot, but the pace of the story was quite slow. Monkey Island was pretty good. I'm going with Grim Fandango. It's just difficult. Yeah, just do it.
Okay,
just do it.
It's done.
Like I said, my favorite Monkey Island was number 3, so that's
gonna defeat Loom, is it?
Ouch. Okay, my boyfriend is very hurt right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Does Monkey Island 3 defeat Loom?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Glitch, why? I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, Toonstruck is the real underdog in this tournament. I think it's the, It's the Croatia of this World Cup, going really far. But
I have no clue about football, but I guess.
Well, yeah, I thought Toonstruck would. I thought they would go far. What do you think about Toonstruck and Day of the Tentacle?
Yeah, I don't want to think about this.
Yeah.
I'm going with Toonstruck.
Oh, I thought you might.
It might win this whole thing. I'm not sure. We'll see. Stay tuned.
Yeah, let's see. It's going to be tricky. And what about
Mike's football reference? Sorry, I'm chat focused. Sorry.
And Grim Fandango and Monkey Island 3?
Yeah, Monkey Island 3.
Monkey Island 3. Okay.
That was the final decision.
Glitch, this is it. This is the grand final.
Yeah. Okay. It's Toonstruck.
It's Toonstruck. Toonstruck takes it.
I enjoyed it so much. Did you see the bowling ball scene?
Oh, I'm not sure I did actually.
No other game can do that. They're in a bowling alley, I think you call it.
Yeah.
And there's this big, I guess butch is the word. There's this big butch guy. He's the boss of the bowling alley, and he has the perfect way to make a strike. And we need to learn how to make a strike. I don't remember why, but we need to learn it though. And so he's like, okay, I'm gonna show you how to roll a strike. So he stands up. Apparently he's wearing a tutu and like those ballet shoes. What are they called? Puts a bowling ball on the floor. Stands next to it. Does a little twirl. Then does a split and drops down onto the ball.
Right. That's
really
weird.
hard. On his crotch.
Right.
Ooh.
And he stands up, has the bowling ball between his buttocks, and he walks on his feet towards the bowling thing, and he I think he turns over and he kind of farts out this bowling ball and he makes a strike. And that is an amazing scene.
That's how I do every strike when I go bowling.
Let's never go bowling, Gab.
Not normal.
I'm never ever going bowling with you. It wasn't. So we should also point out that Toonstruck stars Christopher Lloyd, who was Doc Brown in the Back to the Future films.
Yeah.
And he voice acts the whole thing as well. And I mean, it's actually him, isn't it? So he's both acted and voice acted the whole game.
Acted. But also there's I'm very bad with names. Help me. Christopher. Fuck. What's his name?
Which character is it?
No, I'm very bad with names. Christopher Lee? No, not Lee.
It could be Christopher Lee. I'm not sure. I know that Dan Castellaneta was one of the voices. He's the voice of Homer, isn't he?
No, not Lloyd. I am very, very bad with names. There's another very famous guy in there. Tim Curry, that's the one I mean.
Oh, Tim Curry! Wow.
Tim Curry's in there. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's
some other people. The guy that voiced Homer is in there.
Yeah, Dan Castellaneta and Tress MacNeille, who I think is also a Simpsons voice actor, is also a couple of characters in Toonstruck. It's got an incredible cast.
And one of the Animaniacs people.
Yeah,
I'm very bad.
It has a great cast, and it looked like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah,
That's it. Go on, Gab.
I was just going to say, as someone who's never played a point-and-click game, what would you recommend would be the best starting game out of this list for someone who's never played one? I don't know if there's anyone else in chat that's never played one. I feel like I'm surrounded by so many people who rave about point-and-click games that I need to try at least one at some point in my life.
Okay, that's a difficult one. I would say Day of the Tentacle. No, maybe just start with one of the Monkey Islands one. because Day of the Tentacle, it's quite confusing because you have 3 different timelines that you are shifting between, and it's, I think for a starter that might like scare you off a bit. So I would say like Monkey Island 1, 2, or 3. I mean, start with the first, of course, so you get the story. I guess, yeah.
I would agree. I think that I actually got Tam to play Day of the Tentacle. She's never played any either. And I think she found it to be a little bit frustrating at times because of exactly what Glitch said, because you have to switch between all these different timelines. And there's 3 characters and they've all got their own inventories, and you kind of forget who's got what, and it gets a little bit confusing. Whereas Monkey Island, you just play as Guybrush. And also, the Monkey Islands are, I mean, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I think they're probably the most well-designed point and clicks that have ever been made. Like they're really friendly for people that have never played them before. They, the puzzles get kind of complicated, but they never become really abstract. Whereas I
think that's where I would struggle.
In some point and clicks,
wise, some puzzles, like I'm just like I don't know what's happening anymore.
In some point and clicks, the puzzles can be far too abstract, and you'll never figure them out unless you've got a guide.
Yeah.
True.
So there we go. That's your point and click World Cup, Glitch.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Toonstruck taking it all?
I agree. I agree with my choice. No, I think it's good. It's a good looking list. Yeah. Toonstruck is freaking awesome.
So that was the point and click World Cup. We'll move back over to the game, which we can hear in the background. Oh, there's rabbits now.
Yeah, there's rabbits. There's rabbits. I need to somehow lure this guy, I guess, out, I would say, I think. But I don't really... Wait, can I lure him? Oh, I can lure him here, maybe?
It looks like he needs to go through that gate.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, and then he'll go up the
nice.
ramp. Yeah.
Exactly. I don't know what happens then, but...
He eats. Yeah, I was gonna say, well, he eats it.
So Nova in chat has asked a good follow-up question to the World Cup, which is, are there any new point-and-click games you're looking forward to, or can recommend?
Actually, yes. I mean, I'm not really. This is maybe a bad thing for me, but I'm not really like following the game news a lot. Like, so I'm not really on top of whatever is coming out. But I saw Greenos play something today that is called Broken Age. It looked really, really good, so I kind of want to play that. And I heard good stuff about Thimbleweed Park?
Yeah, Thimbleweed Park is supposed to be really good too.
So that's also a point and click that I want to play. Yeah. So those 2, I would guess. Yeah.
Nice. So, are there any other games that you play aside from point and click and retro? Because they're quite new, right? You're new to point and click. What?
Point and click games, I mean, retro games is only my Friday, and I stream like 5 or 6 days a week. So it's just one day that I play retro stuff.
Yeah.
And on the other days, every Thursday I play GeoGuessr. GeoGuessr is it's a really, really fun game where it's basically, I always say it's Google Maps the game.
Yeah.
The game.
That's exactly it.
And you have to look. I'm pooping out rabbits because that's what happens when you put 2 rabbits in a hole. You get a lot more. So we play a lot of GeoGuessr. I'm actually invited for a GeoGuessr tournament. Next weekend, not coming weekend, but the weekend after. And I play a lot of indie games. Right now, I am playing Hollow Knight, which is freaking awesome, and I'm playing Life is Strange. But I have some bigger games that I want to play. The ones on my list right now are Persona 4, because I already have it, and Yakuza 0.
Oh yeah.
2 games I really want to play, but they're very, very big, and it kind of scares me. But they both look very, very cool. But usually I just play like smaller games that just take me like a week or 2.
By big, do you mean popular?
Or like longer?
Yeah, longer, I mean.
Longer.
Like, play like smaller games that are over quickly, which
Right.
are usually indie games.
Well,
but,
Yakuza, Zion, who is in the chat right now, I don't know if he's streamed every Yakuza game, but he's definitely streamed quite a few, hasn't he? They look really good.
Yeah.
they look
From what I've seen.
weird and funny, and apparently they have a really good story. So yeah, I'm very excited to get that playing. I'll probably play it somewhere this year, but I recently moved to a thing where I let my community choose what I play next. So I just I place a poll in Discord and let them vote for what they want to see best. And so yeah, let's just see when chat votes that I play it.
I'm sure they will after today.
Yeah.
They'll all know that that's what you want to play.
Yeah.
This is true.
I also want to ask you about your cosplay, because changing the subject a little bit, I hope you don't mind. I tuned into a stream where you were Fiona from Adventure Time.
Yeah.
And I actually couldn't believe it at first. It really took me by surprise because your hair was so long, and obviously your hair isn't that long. I like how you've given up swallowing things on the game, and you're just setting fire to everything.
Yeah, we're just
You've moved on. But you used to do cosplay as a sort of, I don't necessarily want to say career, but it was something that you were paid
more
for.
of a paid hobby project, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is not like Fiona thing. This was my own character that I created myself. She is a steampunk captain of an airship. That's kind of her story. But I did not really cosplay for the story, so I don't really like act anything out. I just did it for the photo shoots and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I did a lot of awesome stuff with that character. Recently I've not done a lot, but I think like this character exists now for 10 years, and I kind of traveled the world for this character, doing like going to events, like actually getting paid to be at an event, but also at some point my community raised a lot of money to get me to the States, and I did a tour through the States. We did like a lot of photo shoots there with a lot of photographers that I only met like online, and we got tickets to Dragon Con, which was really cool. So I got to meet a lot of the fans.
Really cool.
Yeah.
So how did that start? So you made the character, did you say? So how does that come about?
It was a little bit weird. I went to like a Ren fair here in the Netherlands, and I saw these people in, I guess, steampunk cosplay costumes, and I was like, what is that? That looks so cool. I really like that. Then I was like, okay, so next year when this event is again, I want a costume that looks like this. So I went online and I bought like a lot of stuff, and I went to this Ren fair the next year, and I just saw that everyone really loved the character, and they were like asking me for details because they wanted to do photo shoots with me, and I'm like, okay,
Wow.
it's supposed to be just a one-time thing, but apparently people love what I'm doing, so maybe I should do it some more. And then eventually I bought more and more clothes and more props, and I have a shit ton of. I usually use guns because guns are like, if you're like cosplay shooting, a gun is a very nice prop to hold. I'm not like pro gun at all, but guns are a very nice prop for photo shooting. I have a shit ton of them. I made my own. I have a really big flamethrower with Gatling gun that I made myself, and on photos it looks so sick. And I have a shit ton of wigs and stuff. But yeah, and the fun thing is that this character, she actually wears a mask. She wears like, you only see her eyes. So no one really knows who this person is, and that's kind of also why she was such a hit, I think. It's just the mystery behind it. But also, like, all the fans that I have, they have no idea what I look like. They have no idea.
That's interesting.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Recently, when like my stream was going better and better, I kind of thought like okay, I don't think I'm gonna do photo shoots anytime soon, so maybe this community would like to see what I do now. So I told the community about my stream, and sometimes I see like a name pop up in my chat that's like one of those people that's been following me for 10 years. And it's kind of nice to show them like the other side of me, or like the real side of me, I guess. As real as a stream is, of course, but yeah.
You're very genuine. I think there's no doubt about. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
So would this character ever pop up on stream? Would you ever dress up as that character for a stream if we put enough channel points in?
I am absolutely thinking about this, making it like a community event, but for her community. Right,
that's cool. That's a really good plan.
Yeah. I say her because for me it also feels like it's sort of a drag, because she's very like feminine and sexy and like I would like to say complete opposite of me. She's like the drag version of me, I guess. Because I hate makeup and stuff, but on this character it really works well. But yeah, my idea is to have like a community day for that community, to have them come to Twitch. But there's some stuff that holds me back. Is because when I wear this mask, I cannot wear my glasses. Basically, when I'm dressed up as this character, I'm super blind. So I won't be able to read my chat. And I don't know, I cannot think of a way to fix this. My eyes are not proper for lenses.
Oh, right.
So I want to do it, but I just don't know how. So yeah, that's...
I'm guessing there's no way you could... I mean, it depends how much you can't see, I guess. Zoom in on your chat. I mean, it might be that you can only see one message at a time because the text is so big.
I guess I could do that. You're right.
I'm not. That's the only thing I can think of other than contacts.
Also making some excuses because I'm just kind of scared to actually do it. But I also wonder if people can probably hear me because I'm talking behind a mask, etc., etc. But yeah, eventually I really wanna do this. I think it would be good. Maybe I could even, because I haven't really done much photo shoots with her recently, so maybe I could also use it as like a closing, like have a meet and greet online with my people and then kind of like wrap it up and just end it.
Yeah.
It's like one of those lingering projects that have been like your life for a very, very long time, and now you're kind of over it.
Yeah, ready to put it behind you.
I'm not over it, but it's also I'm not very driven to do new stuff with it because I am like when I like something, I really go into a hyper focus and I drop everything else. And this is what I have with streaming right now. I drop everything else. And yeah, so yeah, my focus is now my stream, and I don't really have other focuses outside it, I guess.
Yeah, I think the other thing about being the character on stream, that if I'm trying to think if it was me in that situation, is that if it's a character that only really appears in photos, if you're suddenly streaming for a couple of hours in character, then you have to play the character, right?
Yeah, I would not do that. Yeah, I would not do that. I think if I did this stream, it would just be like just interacting with chat. Maybe they have some questions for me. I would not be like acting as a captain of an airship. I don't act. I'm just me. Also, when I would be like at events and I would be like interacting with other guests there, I would just like be me but with a completely different look.
Right.
So I would not act differently.
I see.
No, not really, but yeah.
And with the chat thing, there's another thing you might be able to get, which is, you know, people that read and transpose writing for a living from paper have like microscope. They're like microscopes, but they're not microscopes. What are those things called that that Sherlock Holmes has. I can't remember what they're called.
Magnifying glass.
Magnifying glass, that's it. God, I don't know, it's completely left my brain. You can get magnifying glasses that are kind of rectangular and quite large that people use to read print. So you could maybe get that to cover the part of your screen that has chat, possibly.
Yeah. It's not a weird idea. Maybe also I think I should just try to blow up my font first, see if that works.
Yeah.
Maybe that already fixes it. I have no idea. I've not tried it.
I would love to see that character though, Glitch. That would be really cool. It would be really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
I always think it's really fun when you go to somebody's stream who you know, or somebody that you watch regularly, and they've decided just for today they're going to completely do themselves up for whatever it is they're doing. I always think it's fun. Like the day that you were Fiona was just because it's kind of jarring but it's fun. And Gab, you did it for Cyberpunk as well. Was it Cyberpunk?
Yeah.
So,
what was it?
I did it for Witcher. When I finished Witcher, I did like a.
Oh, that was it. Sorry, yeah,
I did
not
like
Cyberpunk.
the look of Siri, one of the characters.
That was it.
But
it
was like a Cyberpunk version because I didn't have a wig, so I just kept this hair. So
yeah, that was it.
I said it was Siri if she was in the Cyberpunk universe.
Yeah.
I've tried to do that with. I did it with another. Oh, when me and Mike once streamed Sea of Thieves, and I dressed up as a pirate for that. I do actually.
Oh yeah, me too.
I used to do, and when I say I used to do cosplay, not to the level that Glitch did. This was very basic, but I used to go to Comic-Con when I was a teenager, and I used to dress up as Lara Croft a lot, and I've done a few photo shoots as Lara Croft, so it is really fun, but it's quite. Unless you can make everything yourself, I think it's quite expensive to get into, isn't it? I don't know how much you made yourself, Glitch, and how much you bought.
Yeah, like the clothing, I don't make myself. It's just like props that I could make.
Yeah.
But the clothing is so expensive.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I went for Lara Croft, because it's normally like shorts and a top, and I just put fake blood on it, and that was me. But yeah, it is good fun.
Awesome. Yeah, cosplaying is really nice.
I'd love to go to a Comic-Con.
Have you ever been to one, Glitch? I don't know if they're called something different.
We have a Dutch Comic-Con, but I prefer like Ren fairs. It's more my thing. Because it's outside in the open, and it's more like an actual atmosphere instead of like all being inside a sweaty gym room.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Ren fairs that we have, they are like in castle gardens, and it's just magical.
That sounds wicked. Yeah. I went along to the Comic-Con in Edinburgh that they did it. I don't know, it must have been a couple of years ago, and it was in a great big convention centre, so it was a huge event. But the rooms were very hot and very sweaty, and it quickly became not very fun. I thought. So yeah, I think having a place that's outside with good weather sounds amazing. Should definitely do that.
The ones I've been to haven't been too bad. So I've gone to the ones in London, and they're in the Excel Centre. I don't know if you've ever been, Mike.
Yeah.
But there's quite big rooms, and also there's events outside as well. But it's always in like July, so it can be really hot. But yeah, I haven't been in like a smaller. I guess the smaller events, the location isn't great.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, they have been really enjoyable. I've been to one Ren fair as well. I don't know if it was technically a Ren fair, but I went to this castle and they had these like Vikings dressed up doing a reenactment of a battle, and little merchants shops set up, and you could buy like crystals and stuff. It was quite cool.
Yeah, that is really cool. That sounds like the events that we have. There's like Vikings and LARPers, and there's like Pirate Village, Harry Potter Village, Star Wars is there.
Wow.
That's cool. Yeah, I'll need to go to one of these. I'm kind of aware that you've been online streaming for a long time at this point, Glitch. So I kind of don't know how you feel, Gab, about questions. I've got some things I want to ask, but I also don't want to keep Glitch too long.
Oh no, you're fine. I have like 45 more minutes or so if you
okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, ask away.
I want to hear about your roller derby, because it's something that I've been exposed to. I've got a couple of friends in Edinburgh that do it, or maybe don't do it anymore, but used to. And I've been to a few. I don't know. Would you call them matches, or I'm not sure what the actual terminology is for them.
They're called bouts.
Bouts, that's the one, and they are vicious.
You think?
Yeah, well, I mean, what I saw was absolutely vicious.
Right word. Vicious sounds very aggressive.
It was.
It's not that aggressive. There's a lot of stuff happening, and I think it might come across as vicious, but everything usually is very like planned and well thought of. I mean, it should be all within control. There shouldn't be any too crazy stuff happening. But yeah, what do you want to know? Like how I got into this? Or?
Yeah, just sort of what drew you to it, because it's kind of an alternative sport, and you know when you're I'm wondering if it was something that you saw and you decided you wanted to have a go at it, or if you had a friend that did it who invited you along, or how you.
And can we talk through what it? So I know of it kind of, but I don't really know what it is. I don't know if it's too complicated to explain the rules, but.
Yeah. This is a difficult subject though, because when I start talking about roller derby, I find it really hard to stop. So stop me when it's enough.
It's fine.
But so essentially you have two teams, both have like 15 players, and the match is 60 minutes, and the match is like split up in smaller matches of maximum 2 minutes. So there's a lot of 2-minute matches in one big match, basically. And every 2 minutes, the players that are on the field, we call it the track, they change. So every 2 minutes, there is 5 different players of each team.
Yeah.
And basically, you have per team 1 person that can score points and 4 people that need to avoid the other team from making those points.
Okay.
So basically, you can see it as a race where the person that can score points, they wanna lap the track, they wanna skate around, pass the other players of the other team, and per player they score a point.
Okay.
They want them to pass, so they form what we call a wall. They make like a body wall basically, and they try to block them. So they don't score a point on them. And this blocking, there's like a lot of rules how you can make a wall and how you are allowed to block, where you can touch others, where you cannot touch others. So if everything is like controlled and by the rules, it's, I don't want to say it's like reckless or anything, but sometimes it can get a little bit out of hand, but usually it's all like people train for this, so they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And if you know how to fall, you won't break anything. But it happens, of course. Things like this happen. And I got into this by... I have a friend in the USA, and he is... how do you say that? He makes movies, like he does
cinematographer.
Yeah. He does that, and he has been very involved with drone videos making. He makes like freaking awesome shit. Anyways, there was a year that he sent me this video, and he did this promotional video for, I think, the team in San Diego. I'm not sure. And he shot this drone video. Like some of the players, they had a GoPro on their helmet, but most of it was with a drone, and it was in like a really dark location with a lot of. It was so atmospherically filmed, and you saw these people play roller derby. And you saw like the adrenaline they had and the strategy they were making, and it was a very, very cool video. And he said like, "Yo, this is probably cool. What do you think of it?" And I was like, what the fuck? I don't know what this is, but I need to do this. And I had no clue what roller derby was. I had no clue. He says, it's roller derby. I'm like, okay, what the fuck is that? I Google roller derby. I see like, hey, in my town, there is roller derby. They just started last week, a new season. Okay, email. So I mailed them, signing up. I had absolutely no idea what I got myself into. I didn't know the rules. I didn't know any good players. I didn't know any teams. I know nothing, and I started
rollerblade at that point. Did you know how to use roller skates?
I did. As a kid, I did, but that had been years and years. So I started playing roller derby, and at first it was really, really difficult. I was very, very insecure about myself and my strength and my skills, but eventually you kind of learn what your strength is, and you really learn to value your own body and like what good sides your body has. For instance, my hips and my shoulders are very pointy, and I can really hurt you with them. For instance, and I'm really, really fast. And other people would be like, if you would be like a bit heavier, you're a super good wall. No one gets past you. You can hit people really hard. You have a lot of force. There's a smaller people that they can like slide through any hole they see. Like everybody has their own power, and that's what I love about roller derby. Like it really shows you what you can do with your own body, and you find like stuff you didn't even know you had. It's for me it's been really like, I guess, is it validating? Is that the word?
Yeah, I think it's validating, or I think that's a good word for it. There's a really good, if you're interested, Gab, there's a really good documentary on Netflix that's called Home Game, which details lots of kind of I'm going to say unusual sports from around the world, and roller derby. I think it's in Texas.
The thing though is that the roller derby episode that's in there is a way different roller derby than what we play.
Yeah.
So
okay.
You have an organization which is basically, I don't know, this organization creates a certain rule set, and throughout the whole world there's people that play by this rule set.
Okay.
This team that you saw in that episode, they don't play by that rule set, and they are a theatrical version of roller derby. So they are all like cursing at other players, getting into fights, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different vibes because we don't do that. But yeah, it's I have not seen this episode myself, but I heard that people in the derby scene, they don't like it.
Oh right, okay.
It gives you a background on the rules of the game though, because they do play with the same basic rules. With like the person who scores the points getting round and stuff, so it kind of.
Yes, but if you would watch it and you see like how they act to one another, don't think that that's derby, because that's not derby.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's a good note to make.
Yeah, no, it's.
I watch it and think, oh my god, Glitch is running around cursing and
bashing
at people.
No.
I think the only thing I've seen of roller.
Sorry?
I think the only thing I've seen of roller derby is in I don't know if anyone's seen it, the Birds of Prey film, which is like the Harley Quinn film. It came out, and she skates past someone and like slams them into the wall and knocks them unconscious. And that's the only thing I've seen of roller derby.
I mean, that sort of stuff we do. Yeah.
Yeah, the one that I saw in Edinburgh, a girl was like hit over a wall. Like there's like the guard that surrounds the track that you kind of bump into, and she went fully over it. It was that was why I said it was vicious. It looked nasty.
I think I would curl up in a ball and just ask everyone to leave me alone as I go around this. I mean, I can barely. I've tried ice skating.
Like the way to fall is to actually roll up in a ball. Like that's.
Oh, there you go. Perfect.
So yeah.
Sign Gab up for next season.
Up, Glitch. I'll come to the Netherlands and you can teach me how to play.
To be honest, I have not played in a year, unfortunately. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
I really, really, really miss it.
Yeah, I bet. So I was going to ask. That was another thing I was going to ask, is that you can't have played for a long time because of COVID, I guess.
I played. What year did I start? I think I started in 2015. I had a. It's a very safe sport, but I had a 1-year injury where I couldn't play because I fell bad. It's nothing. I didn't break anything, but I couldn't play for a year. But yeah, so technically I have been with the team for almost 6 years, but I only skated like 3.5 of those.
Right.
And the position that I prefer and am the best in is the score person, basically.
I was going to ask that. What do you normally do? So do you? I guess you change positions though. Sometimes you'll be the not point scorer. I don't know what the correct terminology is. But...
Yeah, you have blockers and jammers, and jammers are the people that score the points, and the blockers they block basically. But there's also a pivot, and the pivot can change into the jammer at a certain point. And I am usually either the jammer or the pivot. So for instance, when someone else is the jammer and they are like tired, the jammer wears a star on their helmet. This is like it's like a cap that they can take off. So when the jammer will be tired, they can take off the cover and hand it to the pivot, and then they are the jammer. So you could do if the jammer is behind the wall and the pivot is in front of the wall, the opposing wall, they can like pass the cover on the other side of the wall. The pivot grabs it and is automatically on the other side of the wall. So so that's one of the strategies. But yeah, I prefer the jammer position. It's really nice to do.
Yeah, when you said you were fast,
really
I figured that would be your position.
Yeah.
Oh, your boss is on the loo.
I mean, we all text on the toilet, don't we? Let's face it.
He's got an iPad though, it looks like.
That's true, yeah. He's upgraded his toilet experience.
And it looks like he's had to climb on that toilet as well.
He might fall in it.
High for him.
Yeah.
Oh, what's gonna happen? But, yeah.
So, what we'll move. I just wanted to ask about roller derby because I've known a few. It's funny that I've known a few people that have played it, and now I know another person that plays it. We should also talk probably a bit more about just Twitch generally. So since we asked most people what their favorite games are, but like, do you find that your favorite games are the same ones that are your favorite stream games, or do you have favorite games that you would never stream, or what?
Yeah, I have favorite games that I don't stream. I find it really hard to pick like one favorite, but I can name games that I really, really enjoy but don't stream, or have not streamed. I am like off stream. I'm more of a social gamer. So I played World of Warcraft for many, many years. So that is definitely one of my favorite games. I have not played it recently though. I've played a lot of Diablo 3. I've never played the ones before. I really want to play 2 as well. But Diablo 3, I would never stream it. And I really like Slay the Spire, but I've kind of already streamed it, but it's not really a streaming game.
No, I love that game so much.
Yeah, it's so nice. But right now, off stream, the games that I play are only on my phone. I play Hearthstone, and I play Teamfight Tactics, and that's kind of it's kind of the only
your downtime gaming.
Yeah, exactly. But just like what I can play, like laying on the couch.
Yeah.
While watching a stream, you know, that's kind of how I play. I don't really get involved into any deep games.
It's funny. I'm the same. I used to game so much. I used to be sat at my computer for 10 or 12 hours a day when I was younger, just playing video games. But since I've started streaming, I find that as soon as I finish my streams, or on the days that I'm not streaming, I try not to play games. And I've started playing games. I'm the same as you. I've started playing games on my phone so much, just little chill games to just kind of waste a bit of time. Like I've been playing Train Station recently, where you just build trains and you just send them around delivering things. It's lovely. Just a bit.
I found it harder to play. Sorry, Mike, I didn't mean.
No.
I find it harder to play games for longer now that I have a PC. I feel like because I grew up on console, I always played PlayStation. I only got PC like a few years ago. And when I used to play on console, because I'd be sat on my bed or on a sofa, I feel like I can game these deep stories for longer because I'm comfortable. But then being sat at my computer, I find that I can't play games for like a long period of time anymore. It's strange. I haven't played. The only mobile game I have is BitLife. I don't know if anyone knows what that is.
Oh, I've got BitLife as well. In fact, I think I uninstalled it recently because
it's a bit bizarre.
Have you played it, Glitch?
I've never heard of that. What kind of game is that?
It's kind of like, I guess, a simulation.
It's like a text-based simulation game. It's kind of, I guess, it's kind of like The Sims if it was all just text-based.
Yeah, so you're born and then you like age yourself up and you can like go to obviously you go to school and you work harder and then you get a job and you can get married or be a celebrity. You can be born into like royalty and become the Queen of England or whatever. Like it's hard to explain, but it's quite fun.
It is. My problem with it is that I always end up in jail. For one thing or another, because you've got the thing is that you've got the option to be a criminal at any moment. So so like if somebody, because things just randomly happen. So you'll age a year, which is like moving on to the next stage, and you'll just get a message pop up that just says somebody spills your drink in the bar and doesn't offer to buy you a new one, and then it gives you options for what you can do. And I always choose the option that is to try to kill them because I can't resist. It's so I just always end up in jail and just constantly trying to escape from jail and then getting caught and put back in jail and then die in jail is usually what goes for me. So
I love trying to escape from jail though.
It is fun.
Maybe you should try it, Glitch. It's it's an interesting one.
Some people stream it and it can be very funny.
Yeah, I have no idea. It sounds pretty good.
It can be very funny.
Something Bit?
BitLife.
Yeah, BitLife.
I've never ever heard of this.
That's the only game I have on my phone at the moment.
Yeah, I'm enjoying a bit of Train Station.
Oh.
Train Station, is it like Roller Coaster Tycoon but with train stations?
It's not even that complicated. It's genuinely just you get given a train at the beginning and most of the track is already built and you just have to go and you just have to collect like coal. I think you collect coal, so you have loads of coal. And then somebody wants it, so you deliver them the coal, and by delivering it they then create more track for you, which then opens up more people that you can deliver to. And then by delivering it, you basically just, the world just opens up and opens up. You don't really build anything. The world just, as you complete the deliveries, the world just gets larger and larger. But, at the beginning, a delivery takes 30 seconds of real time. And then as you start to like be able to produce steel takes like 20 minutes to smelt. And then once you've got it, it takes like an hour to deliver because the places are further away. So you basically just send your trains off and put your phone down for an hour.
Right.
That's my least favourite thing about mobile games is the real time it takes. Unless you want to buy. I'm sure there's an option, right, to buy a boost.
You can always buy boosts. But I don't mind because I get up in the morning, I have a coffee, and I play my games that have been doing whatever they've been doing while I've been asleep. So I check in with everything, get all my trains back out again, delivering. And then I go about my day. And then at like 8 o'clock at night, make some dinner, sit down, get it back out again, see where everything is, send it all out. I pretty much just play games. I've realised that I log on to my games on my phone twice a day, so I play games that fit around that. It's good.
Have you ever played Lifeline on your phone?
No, what's that?
No.
It's a game that you need to buy it. I've never bought a game previously on my phone, but this is the first game that I bought. Lifeline, it has, I think, 2 parts.
I'm going to look for it.
And it's basically a text adventure. Basically, what happens is that there is, I think, an astronomer contacts you on your phone.
Yeah.
And they are stranded. And you are their only contact, basically. And they're like, okay, I've stranded, I'm seeing this, I'm hungry, I need shelter, it's cold, it's warm. So you can like tell them like, okay, I think it's smart if you look for a way to get shelter. And then he's like, okay, yeah, I think I see a cave like in the distance. I think it will be like 2-3 hours walking. And then you say like, okay, I think you should go there. And he's like, okay, I'll check. I'll let you know when I'm there. And then actually 2-3 hours later, he texts you again like, okay, I've arrived.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
fun.
I see this and that, and I hear this and this. Should I go in? Do you think it's safe? I do really need food. So he takes you on this journey with you, and it's so well done. And that's also real time.
Yeah,
It's different
that sounds
than
good.
you just described, but it's really, really cool.
What happens if you don't reply? Does he just stand outside the house for 12 hours?
I think he.
This is the
I
thing
think,
I
he,
think.
I think he carries on, but I'm not 100% sure. But it is really, really well done.
I'm
Congratulations.
just thinking, say you download that game and then you have to go to work and you can't have your phone out, and he's text you, should I eat now? I'm starving. Does he just die of something?
Yeah, that would be, I couldn't, I don't want somebody texting me like needily. Like, oh, what do I do? It's like, I'll figure it out, mate. I'm busy. You know, I'm having lunch.
I think he will wait because the game is made in a way that you won't miss out on anything important.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. I just looked it up on my phone, and it's 89p, so it's very cheap.
You
Nice.
should definitely try it. There's also a fantasy version of it, but I have not tried that one.
Oh, okay.
It's a different setting that interests me a little bit less.
sounds
I'm more of a sci-fi than a fantasy person, I guess.
I go between. Sometimes
Yeah,
I'm
I'm the
really
same.
feeling sci-fi, and other times I really want like medieval fantasy. But yeah, at the moment it's
It's
sci-fi.
only Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is my fantasy thing,
Really?
and the rest I don't really care about.
So, Glitch, what's this about you being afraid of brooms?
Me being afraid of brooms. I don't know how to explain it. I cannot deal with brooms.
I just love that statement.
Basically,
I can't deal with
it is-
brooms.
It's like the same effect when someone does like the nail on a chalkboard thing. If I touch a broom, or if I hear a broom like go over the sidewalk, it just cringes my whole body. I cannot deal with this at all. And you have these cars outside, and they have like the spinny things.
Oh, like a-
Oh, the street sweepers. Yeah.
those. No, I need to walk around those because I cannot deal with them. No, it's terrible. I don't know. It's weird. But
Oh my
also,
God.
you like your toothbrush. Like my boyfriend bought a new toothbrush recently. He's like, "Yeah, look at the toothbrush," and he grabbed it and he does like his thumb over the brush, and I'm like, "Oh my fucking god! Did you just
Oh, really?
You forgot.
Is it the bristles? So
Yeah.
when you're holding a broom, I'm guessing you could hold. I
could
guess
hold
you don't
it,
hold them. Okay.
but
yeah.
I could not like press it into the sidewalk. Like
Yeah.
if the ground would be like really like what do you call the wood? Like if it's
laminated.
Oh,
easily,
yeah.
I don't have trouble with it, but if it's like against the grain,
Yeah,
Against-
I understand.
I get what you mean. I'm thinking of the sound, and it's making me cringe. Think about the sound, and I've never had an issue with the sound before.
Yeah.
oh, it's terrible. I really have an issue with this.
A lot of I've got one of those, which is the when you open the freezer and the sound of the ice grating on the on the door, like where it's,
Oh,
where it's slightly
yeah.
frozen over.
Yeah.
That's my one. I completely know what you mean. Oh, right, I see.
can
So you're not just afraid
And I
of
won't-
brooms.
At one point, I told my my coworker back at the game shop. I was his boss. I told my coworker, "What does he do? I go to the bathroom. I come back. He stands there with a broom. He didn't want to let me pass. He was completely trolling with me, of course, but it was really funny. I'm like, "Oh, not really."
So
That's so
you're
funny.
definitely not a witch then. You are definitely Glitch, not witch. Because if you were a witch and you were afraid of brooms, that would be a disaster. You'd be the worst witch ever.
Yeah, exactly. Oh
Yeah.
god. Nope, I am not.
It's so funny.
What is going on this level now? I just
I don't know. I think I need to get this guy out of the tree, but I don't know how to do it.
just clamping this frog's tongue into his nether regions until he comes down.
I think I need to like spit him out and then drag the frog, I guess. No.
Maybe while the frog's attached, you need to get the frog to go down into the hole to really pull him down. Maybe it's that.
Yeah, I was kind of trying that, but he's not really. Oh yeah.
Oh, there you
okay,
go.
I just need the hole underneath him. Okay, gotcha.
Yay!
I've really
my
played
God.
all this, but my memory is so bad. I just don't remember this.
Grieve in chat says you could be a mop riding witch instead of a broom. That's true. You could ride a mop. You could ride a mop if you do ever decide to change careers to witch.
A vacuum cleaner.
Vacuum cleaner would be like a sort of modern take on the traditional witch.
That's a great cartoon, I think. A witch that rides a vacuum cleaner. A Dyson that doesn't need to be plugged in.
Hey, this is Glitch. We're giving you new cosplay characters here. We're trying to help you with your cosplay career.
Great.
Ride a Roomba. You wouldn't get very far.
A modern witch.
Oh, it would be so funny. Yeah, good idea.
I can't get the image of a witch riding a vacuum cleaner out my head now.
Yeah, I like Malk's idea in chat. I like the idea that you're a witch riding a vacuum cleaner, and the Roomba is like your pet, and it has to follow you on land. So you fly somewhere, and then about a week and a half later, the Roomba catches up.
I'd rather have a cat, but okay.
Yeah, fair.
Cat.
Yeah.
You would surely would definitely have a cat. Yeah.
Understandable.
So how are we getting on? We're getting into sort of closing remarks kind of territory. If anybody in chat has a question for Glitch,
Now is your time.
now is the time.
Speak now, forever hold your peace, as I like to say every single episode.
We do like to open it up to chat because a lot of people, in chat have been watching you for a long time, Glitch, and I'm sure they'd want to ask you. Surely people have got questions I'm sure they'd love to ask you.
Yeah, I actually have no idea who is in chat. I see Candide, see Malk, Zion.
Yeah.
Quite a few new viewers in today.
Cronus. I'd have puppies and reptiles as your familiars. That sounds good. Sounds like a good familiar. What am I supposed to do here?
So, whilst we wait, in case anyone does have any questions, is there any future plans for you stream-wise? I mean, you said maybe about dressing up as your character, but...
Yeah, I might dress up as the character. That might be something. I am this year doing a drag stream where I'm gonna do a drag king makeup.
Cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I just need to actually take the time and look up some tutorials on how to do this, like how to make like a beard and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And I want to do this year like an outside skating stream where I just
cool.
I skate a lot when it's good weather. I have like usually I skate about 20 kilometers a week. So I want to do like a skating stream, and I also want to do a stream about roller derby because there's a lot of people that have no idea what that is. And of course, next weekend on Sunday I have a roller derby, a GeoGuessr tournament, which is gonna be pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Be I think 16 other streamers competing.
Wow.
And I mean, I'm not super good, but we'll see how I go.
So are you going to be streaming that, or will you be on someone else's channel?
No, I will be streaming this. All the participants, they are streaming this. So that's Sunday the 24th at, I think UK time, it is 7 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And what else have I planned? I was just thinking about something.
We're playing Among Us tomorrow, Glitch.
Yeah. Among Us tomorrow, with a bunch of fun people. So that's gonna be awesome.
I might be able to stop by. I'm streaming tomorrow till 7ish, I think. What time do you start?
7 your time.
Oh, okay. Might give you a cheeky raid. And come and join if there's a spot.
Yeah, I think we have a spot. We have 9 people, and then there's like one spot that
a kind of floating spot.
Later in the evening, but we're not really sure. I think someone wanted to come in like later, but technically there's a spot. Yeah. And I don't really think I have anything else planned for my stream. Well, oh, actually, should I talk about that? I don't know. I'm redoing my designs and stuff.
Oh, okay.
There'll be new designs, also new emotes and things. Yeah.
That's cool. That's something to look out for.
Yeah.
Coming soon.
Yeah.
The scoop is on the Mike and Gabby Show.
Exactly.
Here.
We get all the big news.
No one else knows this. Not even my moderators are in the know.
Well, if anybody knows
might
Glitch's
be
moderators,
now.
don't tell them. Don't tell them. We'll
They
let
are
them
in
find
chat.
out. Yeah, it can be a nice surprise that suddenly they've all changed. One day.
That's awesome, though.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you're streaming tomorrow then at what? I don't know what time. Yeah,
7
7
UK.
our time. Yeah. Mike, when are you next streaming?
I'll be streaming on Sunday with you and Scum and Villainy and possibly some other friends. We're playing I'm playing Among Us tomorrow with Glitch, but I won't be streaming that. I'm just going to be playing. You'll just be able to hear me just nattering in the chat. And then Sunday I'll be playing 7 Days to Die. Assuming everybody's free, I'll be playing 7 Days to Die. And if people aren't free, then I'll just be playing Chat Guesser again because I really enjoyed GeoGuessr. There you go. I really enjoyed Chat Guesser. Actually, I should shout Glitch out because without Glitch, I wouldn't be doing Chat Guesser because I really had no idea how to set it up. I saw Glitch doing it once ages ago, and I sent you a message and said, can you please help me to set this up because I have got I'd watched tutorials and I'd read articles and I just could not figure it out, and you were really helpful, so thank you. I really appreciate it.
No worries. I'm always happy when I can share the GeoGuessr love with someone else.
Yeah, same.
Great game.
It was great, and I was really lucky. I got a raid from that GeoPeter that I think you know.
Yeah. He's also in the competition next week.
Oh, I was going to ask.
Very, very good player.
He's very good. Yeah, I was watching him yesterday. He's extremely good. So good luck, Glitch.
Yeah.
You've got some real competition.
Yeah, I mean, I know. I we'll just see what happens. I'm not. I still need to study a bit, but I don't think like I have actually a chance of making it somewhere. But I think you also need to have these people in a competition, like.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't have just the top people. I'm excited for it though.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So when was that? The 20? You say the 24th?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll put that in my calendar. I'm looking forward to it. And when are you streaming again, Gab? Oh, tomorrow. You said tomorrow.
I'm on tomorrow. Yeah, at 4 playing The Last of Us Part 2.
Oh yeah, it's been going well. That.
Awesome.
It's a very dramatic game. You know, it's so good with its kind of peaks and troughs. Like you'll have a nice relaxing scene, and then bam, like you need to run from a horde of zombies. It's great. But yeah,
Not zombies, infected.
Not zombies. Infected.
You said run from
got
loads
told
of not
off by
zombies.
some Last of Us fans when I said zombies, and they said they're not zombies.
Oh really? Oh god.
I'm going to switch back to just chatting so that we can get a really good look at Jonesy before we finish.
Wrap up, yeah.
Get my boy.
Oh yes, check him out. So Glitch, we normally invite our guest to recommend a raid. So if you've got anybody online that you would like us to drop in on and say hi to.
If not, don't worry. We can find.
Yeah,
someone,
if
but
not, then we've always got people that we can go and see. But
I think I can find someone. Let me just double check who I have online. Okay. Let's go. Okay, I have someone. They're also gonna be joining us in Among Us tomorrow.
oh, great.
They're called Ruthie on Fire. They're another non-binary streamer like myself. Shall I write their name in Discord?
That would be very helpful, or just in the chat on the actual stream would probably be easier if that's okay.
And thank you for coming on, Glitch. It's been amazing to have you as a guest.
Of course.
We've been looking forward to it.
To be here. It's on fire with a 0.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, perfect.
Okay. Yeah, they're playing Dragon Age, I think.
Oh, amazing.
Brilliant.
That's a Gab special.
One of my favorite games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But thank you so much for having me. It's been really fun. I was kind of nervous about this, but we did it. We did the thing.
You didn't have anything to be nervous about.
I've been nervous, but it is just chatting.
It is.
Say it's an interview, but really it's just chatting about you, and it's been really nice to find out about you.
You're like, am I really interesting enough? But
yes,
we did fill the time, so that's good.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't just filling the time. You're incredibly interesting. You've done a lot of things that most people will never do, you know. So you're definitely beyond interesting.
That's true.
And you're also one of, I mean, I won't speak for Gab, you're one of my favorite streamers. So it's great to great to have you on, no doubt. I mean, I found you through Scum and Villainy. I followed them on Twitter before I even started streaming myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they were always posting Monkey Island stuff, and I just love Monkey Island. So I was following them before I'd even started streaming, and then once I did, I raided over to them one day, and then they raided to you, and the rest is kind of history. That was back in, I think, April of last year.
Yeah.
Wow, has it been that long? Jesus.
Yeah, and the rest.
I know you through Mike as well, I think.
That is so cool. Thank you so much. CM3PO says, Glitch, you were a superb guest. Thank you so much.
Yeah, there's lots of love in the chat. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, Nova said, I think every glitch mod is here. Well, sorry, glitch mods. You have been warned.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. You've been warned that it's all changing.
They're all here. They're all here. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. And,
yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining. This episode will be uploaded on our YouTube channel as well. So if you want to come back and hear it again, which is completely understandable, you can find it on YouTube. It'll probably be uploaded midweek, but we post about it on our Twitter anyway. And I will do this one more time. If anyone doesn't know Glitch and wants to get to know them, there's their Twitter and their Twitch. Please go give them a follow. And I guess we will. Please come with the raid as well. We'll go see Ruthie on Fire.
Yeah, come and see Ruthie on Fire with us, and tell them that that Glitch sent you.
Yeah,
because they'll see Mike and Gabby Show come up, but of course it's really GlitchKraft that sent us all over there. So do say hi, give Glitch a shout out. And it's been really nice. And honestly, that game you were playing was sort of hypnotic as well.
Yeah, it's just very, very chill. There's not much going on. It's just chill. And,
I might need to get that
right now.
So fun. Right, well, let's start the raid. Glitch, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. Thank you, everybody in chat. And we'll see you all tomorrow.